Hi, Kyla. Hi, YouTube. We nearly had a little accident there. I nearly lost y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my live Q&A. My first, I don't think I've done a live Q&A before. I can't remember. I think I've done videos or a video, but never a live. So I think the moon is in Aries as well. Hang on, let me check. Because that would be perfect. Let me just check to see where the moon is at. And it'll give some time for more people to come into the room. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Thank you all for, yes, the moon is in Aries. Thank you for all of those who've already given me a little thumbs up. Thank you for joining. How is y'all Sunday? Hello, Sunflower Princess. How are you, my love? Amber. Okay, this is your first time. Okay, welcome. I haven't, yeah, this week, well, the past couple days, I came on here 4 days in a row, which is a big deal for me because I think prior to that, my last live on here was around May. So it was quite a big stretch of time since I've been on live for you guys. But yeah, it's important for me to do this, to engage with y'all. Kyla, it's good to see you, my love. All right, so I have some questions already, and I'm allowing people to ask me questions within the live, but I have quite a few questions that people already sent in, whether it was via Instagram or YouTube. Hang on, let me put my ring on. Feeling a little naked here. There we go. So I'm going to tackle some of those questions. I don't know, maybe I'll do a back and forth between what's already been sent in and what's coming through on the live. If there are questions coming through on the live, I don't know how many questions I'll get live, but what do y'all have? I have tea. What are y'all drinking? Do y'all have y'all's drinks, y'all's snacks? Who has mimosas? I know it's brunch for some people, depending on where you are in the world. For some, it's after lunchtime. For some, it's a little later. I'm drinking some echinacea tea with a little bit of slippery elm powder in it for that immune system. My love, it's not that type of Q&A today. You're asking me questions about myself, about the work I do. I'm not answering questions for readings. Okay, you got your tea and a late lunch. Okay, sounds good. What kind of tea are you drinking? And I'm drinking, I have my yogi tea, and the message for today is to be calm is the highest. Let's try that again. To be calm is the highest achievement of the self. To be calm is the highest achievement of the self. And the moon is in Aries, so Aries is that fire energy. Red bush tea, yes, love it. I'm having some echinacea with cardamom. It's very spicy. Hello, Freya. Welcome, my love. Thank you for that purple heart. Yes, to be calm is the highest achievement of the self. This week, I'm going to get back into my meditation practice as I should. Sorry if that clinking is a little loud. All right, so we've been here for 4 minutes. At the end of this, what I might do is pull a card for the collective as we move into a new week. I'm going to do my usual week ahead post, my week ahead reel, TikTok. Oh, thank you so much, Freya, for your kind words. I am grateful. I am grateful to be able to support you all the way that I do. So thank you for that. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you as well. So tomorrow I'm going to do my usual week ahead that I post on TikTok and Instagram. Sometimes I post it here on YouTube. It doesn't really do very well on this platform for whatever reason, but I might post it on here tomorrow. If you see me looking over here, it's because I have my questions set up over here. But what I might do is still pull a card for everybody to see where we're at. But that will be at the end of the live. If you stick it out, you might get a little message. All right, so I'm going to start with my dear sister in Ascension Journey. I think she's a Leo. She always pops up for Leo's reading. She's always like, hey girl, hey. So if you're watching, my love, I just want to say I appreciate your hey girl, hey every time. Sometimes I'll post a video and her comment is like so quick. I'm like, wow. So I know y'all who support y'all that support me. This community, y'all don't play, and I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all don't play in showing me love, and it's greatly appreciated. But Ascension Journey, so her question was, I'd like to know if you have a belief system in addition to spirituality. Have you ever been involved with organized religion in any way? All right, so I'm from Barbados, and we are traditionally a Christian society, majority Christian society. So it was a part of our growing up, part of our schooling. You go to school, you say your prayers, you sing hymns, you read passages from the Bible, you learn. We did religious studies in primary school. Did we at secondary school? I don't remember if we did at secondary, but definitely in primary school we did religion studies. So it's a part of, oh, you're from Trinidad. Oh, my Caribbean people, yeah. So you got 2 Caribbean people in here that I know of right now. But, so yeah, that was a natural part of growing up. During Lent, for Ash Wednesday, you would go to church. You'd go to school, and the school would take you to church. There was actually a church across the street from where I went to school. So, like I said, it was a natural part of growing up. It wasn't forced on us. It didn't feel that way, at least for me. I remember, like, my growing up, I'd go to church, but it wasn't like a every Sunday kind of thing. It wasn't like you had to go to church. Actually, I remember my neighbors. I had a dear friend who lived next door. She was my age, and she would go to Sunday school, and I asked my mom if I could go, because it was like, hello, I get to put on like a pretty dress, and it was a moment, okay. So Sundays I'd go to Sunday school with her, and that was my choice. And that was, I was like maybe, I don't know, 7, 8, around that, 7, 8, 9. And then we had vacation Bible school, and again that was like summer camp, so I get to hang out with people, and it just so happened it was a church thing, but it didn't feel like overly churchy, you know what I'm saying? It was just a chance for me to go hang out with my friends again. So I would say that's how I was involved. It wasn't pushed on me. It was just a part of life. And yeah, as I got older, I went less and less, and my belief system changed somewhat. Not that it was I just, my mind opened up in a different way, and I kind of put it to a side somewhat. But then as I've gotten older, I realized how there's no real separation. There's so much to learn from everything, right? There's so much to learn from everything. So I wouldn't call myself Christian, but I won't denounce anybody's religion, because it ties in, everything ties into everything. The type of work that I do is important for me to be protected. It's important for me to be fortified spiritually. And for me, reading Psalms and Proverbs and those types of writings, even parts of the Quran, are ways that I keep myself protected, and I keep myself spiritually fortified and strengthened. So I can't really knock any kind of religion. I was going to say something else to y'all, and I forgot now. Something else about, oh, and also connecting to the ancestors. Like, my ancestors more or less would have been Christian or had a belief in God or Jesus, you know, along those lines. And I feel like it's important. It's a way for me to connect to them. So I would read Psalms to them at my altar. I'd read Psalms, I'd read Proverbs, you know, I'd say the Lord's Prayer. And that's how I maintain a connection with them in a way that they're used to, the way how they lived or they were connected. So yeah, that's how, I think that's answering that question. If I've been involved with organized religion. But yeah, I'm a more everything is everything kind of thing. I'm a more nature, and at the end of the day, even religion uses spirituality. It's all one and the same. I mean, like, time is based on astrology. Without astrology, how would we have a concept of time? You know what I'm saying? And then you have religions that go, they're, a lot of the holidays, I don't want a lot, that sounds a little wishy-washy, but a lot of religious holidays are based on the movement of the planets, the movement of the sun, the moon, etc. Right? Solstice, all that. So that's how I feel about it. All right, let me just catch up to some of y'all's comments. Thank you very much about the purple lipstick. Thank you so much. All right. Does anybody want to ask me anything based on what I just spoke about or add to what I just said? So Ascension Journey, thank you for that lovely question. All right. Don't be sure to give me a thumbs up, my loves, if you come into the room, if you're in the room already. Yeah. All right. So I have two questions. So that first question was from YouTube. My second and third question comes from Instagram, and one of them is from my dear sister Amira. She's actually a patron, so thank you so much. And the second one is from Herbal Amber. She's in here. You're in here. You are in here. Herbal Amber, I have your question here as well. You and Amira were the only ones that asked me, actually. Hi, Christy. Welcome. So my patrons coming through strong. I love y'all. I love my Patreon family. It really does feel like a little family. It's a small group, and we have our private lives and live sessions, and it always gets deep. And yeah. All right, so the first one is from, I'm actually going to go with Herbal Amber first. Greetings, Holly. How you got into tarot and your journey in doing it full time. Okay. Now, somebody asked me this question on Friday, and every single time somebody asks me this question, I honestly tell them I have no idea, and that is no joke. Like, if I really think back to the steps that happened for me to be where I am, I'm sure the reason Amira and I were the only ones that asked questions on IG had nothing to do with Caribbean nosiness. I'm sure it doesn't, right? Both Caribbean people were malicious, according to Bajans, when malicious, when in my business. All right. So how I got into tarot. So my dear friend, Michelle, and I hope she comes in here today, but my dear friend, Michelle, we worked together. We actually went to school together in Barbados, and I would see her, she would see me, but we never had a conversation, funnily enough. And I moved to London, and a couple years later, I had a job, and a couple years later, pops Michelle, and I'm like, and she's like, it's kind of like that Spider-Man meme kind of thing, right? And we became fast close sisters. Like, she's my sis, right? So anyways, she said to me one day at lunchtime, I feel like I really want to get back into tarot. Like, I used to have a tarot deck when I was in my teens, and I feel like it's calling me again. And it was okay. So I was like, all right, cool, let's go. So she went, she bought her deck because there was a crystal shop very close to where we worked. Crystals and a metaphysical shop, right? So she got her deck, and it was kind of like she was showing me some stuff and and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll get a deck. And a couple weeks later, I went and I bought mine and I brought it home, and I played around with it for a bit, all of about a week. And then I put it to the side because I was like, yeah, it's something I need to learn. And about 6 months went by, and oh my God, sis, here's Michelle. I'm literally talking about you. I'm answering the question of how I got into tarot and my journey in doing it full time. I'm talking about you, pop up. Your ears hot, sis. All right, so I bought my deck, and maybe 6 months or so went by, and I did not really, I'd pick it up, put it down kind of thing. And then I think Michelle asked me to do a reading for, like, we would talk about it at lunch. Like, she'd be telling me her progress with getting familiar with it again, getting comfortable with it again. And I'd be like, okay, well, maybe I'll go home and I'll have a look. And we'll play around, we talk about it. Ears burning, sis. We talk about it. Like, I remember we had a conversation about the Three of Swords, and I will never forget Michelle saying the Three of Swords always makes her think three is a crowd. And that has always stuck with me. So one day she was like, she asked me about something that was going on in her life, and she said, give me a reading. And I was like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? How? I don't know. And she was like, just tell me what you think. I was snatching at edges, sis, from day one. She was like, just tell me what you think. Say whatever you feel. So I was like, all right, cool. So we on the phone now after work, and they telling her and she was like, girl, you got it. You got it. Whatever it is, you have it. And I was thinking, I don't know what she's talking about, but okay. And every time I'd give her a reading, she'd be like, sis, you got the gift. And Michelle's actually the one who said to me, you need to start a YouTube. You need to go on YouTube. People need to see you. And the rest is history. So she was like, you need to start charging. Because I would give people readings, like friends or, friends of friends, I'd give readings. And she'd be like, you need to start charging. All right, you need to start charging. So Michelle was the one that got me on YouTube. She was the one that was like, you need to start charging people. This could be a business for you. And it just went from there. Around 2000, so that was, when was that, Michelle? 2016. That was 2016 that I got my deck, yeah. So not very long. And 2017 is when both me and Michelle, we left the job to pursue our own business. Right? So it's because of Michelle, it's snatching everybody edges though. So 2017, she left November 2016. I left January 2017. And all of that time, I was still looking for work otherwise because I studied fashion. I have a degree in fashion business. I thought I was going to be a buyer. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a fashion buyer, And I was applying for jobs like early 2017 and nothing wasn't happening. And we both said, you know what, maybe because nothing's happening because we need to focus on our own thing. And that's when I really started putting effort into building my business and doing this full time and doing this as a profession. So it's just more or less me following the breadcrumbs as I've gone along, step by step. It wasn't a plan. It wasn't thought through, really. I've just more or less just gone with the flow of things and trusted the process and getting feedback from other people on how I've helped them and supported them has just made me even more determined to continue to do this work. It's life-changing, really. I never in a million years thought that this would be where I was at. Like I said, I studied fashion. I've done styling on like films, short films, and that kind of thing. So that was a world that I was seeing myself in, and I'm still very much interested in that. But this is my heart, so I gotta go with my heart. What a journey, sis, and we did it. We did it. We spoke about this for so long, and we're doing it. You know, so yeah, that's how I ended up with Simone the Moon Goddess. It started out as the Moon Goddess Tarot, and then it was like, maybe it should be Simone the Moon Goddess, and the rest is history. So we gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna continue building and feeding and nurturing this community as y'all nurture me, and I'm excited for what the future holds. So yeah, Herbal Amber, I hope that I've answered your question. Thank you for such a lovely, thoughtful question and being in my business. Michelle, girl, stop. We need to stop saying that we need to do it and we need to do it. The moon is in Aries, right? So we got fire on us now. We ain't talking, we doing. We hesitated for so long. And also our minds, like we were going in one direction, thinking that we were supposed to go in one direction. And our ancestors, the benevolent ancestors, my grandmothers, was pulling me in another direction. So I'm grateful. It's not easy, I have to say. You know, having a 9-to-5, you know where you're at. Sometimes as an entrepreneur, it's not easy, but it's rewarding. And that's what's important for me. All right, let me just check y'all's messages as I was talking. Greetings, Leorit Ra Galactic Star Angel Healer. Wow, what a name. I love it. Greetings, my love. And blessings, honor, and respect to you as well. I think I've replied to one of your comments recently, haven't I? Yeah. So I said all of that to say, follow your calling and know that it's not, expect it to be all of this, right? When we hear about all these massive companies, we automatically think that they were successful from day one. You don't hear about all the ups, the downs, the failures, the lessons, every time they wanted to give up. Before they got to that point where it was like, okay, somebody's paying attention. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a calling, go for it. Trust it. You owe it to yourself. No regrets. All right, so the second question is from Miss Amira Sukram. I was hoping that she'd pop up, but maybe she will later. If not, Amira, you're watching the playback, my love. Your question, your favorite synchronicity moment in your life, Lord. No, I waited to the last minute to pull out all these questions, right? I read some of them when I first got them, but I like to wait to the last minute because what's life without a little excitement, right? Yes, do it. This is the time to do it, to follow your calling, because life is changing dramatically. The life that we knew is gone, and that's great because now people can really step into the light. It's like I've been saying recently, this is the beginning of the beginning, and it might feel as if things falling apart. Falling apart or falling away, and it might feel like chicken licking, the sky is falling kind of thing, but it's actually not. So follow your calling, loves, all y'all, whatever that is, even if it's not connected to how you attract your money, even if it's not that direct connection to money. You know what I'm saying? It's about the heart. It's about feeling fulfilled. It's about when you put your head down on the pillow, you could smile and say, I had a good day. I feel fulfilled. When you wake up, you feel excited because you know you've got things to do that feeding your spirit, right? So yeah. So Amir, all right, I was saying that I waited to the last minute to really look at these questions, to really look at them and absorb them. So that question hit me because I got a million, and I couldn't, you know, like when you're asked the question, you put on the spot, like blank, absolutely blank. So I don't know, my favorite synchronicity moment in my life. Let me just go with the latest one, the last one I had not too long ago, a couple hours ago. My friend, Jasania. Hello, Ashlyn, sorry. My friend Jasania, she commented on one of my posts on Instagram, and at the same time I had to go on to, I saw it pop up on my phone, so I was like, all right, cool. So then I thought to myself, let me go and grab these questions for my live, and at the same time I'll reply to her comment. When I went into my story archives to pull down these questions, I saw in the memories, it was a memory connected to Jasania, the same girl that just commented that I was going to comment. And I was like, okay. And when I checked the memory from 2 years ago, it was actually a memory of a memory. So 2 years ago, she reminded me of a post that I put up a year prior, I believe. And whatever I wrote on that post was exactly what I needed. And I need to go and read that post again, actually, because that's a message. Whatever I put on the post was exactly what I needed at the time that she reminded me of it, because it popped up as a memory for her. And I was like, wow, I read my own self. Actually, lots of times my friends, like Michelle, always telling me I need to go and watch back my own readings to get my messages, because I know during the actual reading I'm reading myself. Sometimes I'm like, I know y'all ain't calling me out on this. I know y'all ain't calling me out in front of company. But sometimes, like months later, I'll go back and I'll watch a video and it'll be so like, it's the exact message I needed. So the year before, so 2018, whatever I posted, she posted in her stories. It came up in a memory for her in 2019. And I was like, wow. Or 2018. I think that's what happened. In 2018, it popped up. I was like, wow. And then in 2019, it happened again. So when I saw today's memory, it was a memory of a memory. And I saw it just after seeing her comment. So she's like a reminder for me. We have like this, like we always say, she always pops up with a message for me when I need, and I always pop up for her with a message when she needs it. So I would say that is my latest favorite synchronicity. But my whole life is a synchronicity, to be honest. I'm constantly like, constantly, all day is a synchronicity. Magical. I actually got to the point where I just stopped journaling them because it was just too much. I'd just be like journaling 24/7. But yeah, I've had some exciting, magical moments. Even Michelle, when Michelle walked into the office that day, and I was like, she looked so familiar. Where do I know her from? And I was like, oh, you went to such and such? And she was like, yeah. And I feel like our entire relationship is also synchronicity. So yeah, that's a really hard one. Maybe I will do a follow-up video when I've had time to really think about it, and I'll answer that. But yeah, so Amira, that is your question. I hope that I've answered it. I hope I've entertained in some way. Yeah, so how's everybody feeling before I go on? How's everybody? Does everybody have their drink? Does everybody have their snack? Like, what are y'all enjoying as y'all watch me talk? This tea is now the perfect temperature. I know it's a bit of a delay, so sometimes I'm like asking questions and it feels like crickets and tumbleweeds on this side, but then I have to remember there's a delay. I'm done. I'm doing good. My nosiness has been satisfied. Yeah, honestly, I woke up one day and I was reading. And this is another thing, like I don't even feel, I was just about to say I woke up one day and I was a tarot reader. And I'm more and more letting go of that, because letting go of that title, because I don't feel as if I am one. I feel like I read energy, period. Like any kind of picture. And this really cemented for me recently, because on Instagram I posted, some of y'all might remember recently I posted, am I back? I'm back. I'm back. Sorry my loves, my Wi-Fi just went kooky. Are y'all still here? Oh my god, am I still here? Are y'all back? I'll wait for y'all to come back. I see there's still 2 people, 1 person here. Is the live still going? 4 people are back. Am I back? Let me know if I'm back, my loves. Are y'all hearing me? 5 people. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? Can somebody drop a message to let me know y'all can hear me? Y'all seeing me okay? Am I live? I don't know what's happening. Are y'all hearing me okay? Can somebody let me know if you can hear me? Are y'all seeing me? Am I still live? The counter is still going, so it's showing me that I'm live, but I'm not sure what's happening. YouTube, what's happening? Okay, so I'm seeing 6 people in the room. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all seeing me? Am I okay? Am I live? Okay, this is so weird. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I don't think y'all can hear me or see me, and this is so weird. Should I continue? Should I end the live? I just saw Amber's message on Instagram. Y'all can hear me, y'all can see me, but comments aren't going through for whatever reason, which is annoying. That's a little bit annoying. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. If it kicks back in, awesome. If not, I don't know what to say. But this is annoying. But y'all can hear me and see me. All right, cool. All right, so what I was saying is I'm more and more pulling myself away from saying that I'm a tarot reader. Not like there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that the way how I use tarot cards is not, tarot is a system, and the way how I use the cards might not necessarily be the way how it's been intended to be used. I can more or less read any kind of visual, any kind of photo or picture. So that's why I mentioned about the emojis, you know. I found that, right, so I was saying that I posted that emoji, that meme, post your first and fifth emoji in a pattern in the comments, right? And it was more or less just a post to fill a space, right? To keep engagement on my page. And then I noticed that when I was reading the comments, I was picking up messages just by looking at the emoji pattern. And I was like, okay, so this is a turn of events. Didn't expect that. So I was like, okay, so apparently I can get messages from this. So drop your comments and I will deliver as many messages as I can or I feel like I can, right? And I was delivering messages and I was spot on from reading emojis. So for me, it's a very visual, like my gift is very much based on visual, any kind of picture, or even if you tell me a situation, I just start to see a picture, right? Pieces of the puzzle is like, I don't know, this clock starts to happen, this like the gears start turning and I start to see pieces of the puzzle coming together. But this is very much based on my birth chart, how my chart is set up. I have a whole lot happening in my 12th house. So it's natural for me to be connected to that, the spiritual side. Like I'm having conversations with the spiritual side, right? So now I'm more or less saying, you know, I am an energy reader. I read energy, and it just so happens that tarot is my visual aid because it's perfect for my gift because it's pictures. So I can start to put together a picture and I can deliver a message based on this story that I start to get from seeing how the pictures work together, which is essentially tarot. But tarot is there is a system to it that I don't necessarily always work with, right? So there we go. All right, so let's move on to some questions. It's a shame that I can't read y'all's messages, y'all's comments. Kind of defeats the live, but I'm going to keep going. And we're going to do this again. Maybe I'll do this every Sunday because I'm actually enjoying this. But let me not say it because my energy can be very shifty sometimes. And next Sunday, I might be like, YouTube? Hell no. But no. I want to try to keep up with a routine with y'all. So we'll see where we are at next Sunday. But let's carry on with the questions. I have 2 more questions. Now you see how interesting. If I was relying on y'all just giving me questions in the live would be over. That's actually really interesting. All right, so the next question is from Abira Lewis. And Abira asks, what is a spiritual crown on some head? And is it good or bad? And I went on to ask to get clarification from Abira. Do you mean African traditional religions? Like, do you mean when you have an Orisha on your head when you're crowned. Is that what you mean? And I didn't get a response. Maybe, you know, because they messaged quite a couple hours ago when I saw it, but I didn't get a response. So I'm assuming that Abira means when you have an Orisha on your head, when you're crowned with a specific Orisha on your head, meaning that there is a specific Orisha or Orishas that walk with you, that crown your, that sit on your Ori or your head. Is that a good or a bad thing? That's a beautiful thing. If this is the question, if this is what the question is about, that's a beautiful thing, you know, to know that you have an Orisha or Orishas that walk with you, that guide you, that keep you on your path, that guide your work with your Ori, that guide your Ori, right? For your highest. So if that's what you mean, Abira, that is a beautiful thing. Not just a good thing, a beautiful thing. All right. Again, I am so annoying that I can't read. If anybody's commenting, I can't read the comments. Y'all can probably see that they're not popping up for whatever reason. Let me see if there's a way for me to edit that. No, I don't know. It's just YouTube being weird. The moon is in Aries. Fire energy is amongst us. All right, and the next question is from my dear friend Tamara. And Tamara asks, what is your process for heightening your intuition in order to read the cards accurately? So my process for heightening my intuition, honestly, I don't know. I don't. My day-to-day thing, I meditate quite a lot. All right, I meditate quite a lot. But to be honest, when I started this work, at that time, I had a very solid yoga practice, which is a moving meditation. But I wasn't doing anything specifically to hone or to heighten my intuition. I was just saying whatever came to me, right? And it just so happened that I was on point. But things like meditation are a great way to heighten, to hone your intuition, whether sitting meditation, moving meditation, like yoga, connecting to nature, breath work. I connect a lot, and I ask for my spirit guides. I have a strong connection. Y'all see when I do my readings, I'm connecting to my spirit guides. That was something that just came to me to do, to talk to my spirit guides. So I have a strong connection with them. I talk to them. I have a strong connection with my benevolent ancestors, my grandmothers, and I always speak to those who I have inherited this gift from. And I ask them to be with me, to connect with me. Whenever I'm doing readings, I always have water next to me. I always have a jar of water so that the spirits and my guides can thrive, can be strong, because spirits, they need that water. The messages flow through the water, right? So I always have that water there to feed them and to strengthen the connection so I can get a clear message. Praying. I do lots of praying. I do lots of praying and meditation. Fasting is another thing that I do quite a lot of. I fast weekly. Thinking about other ways that I hone my intuition. And I just feel like, because it's such a natural thing for me, and the older I get, the stronger my gift becomes. But also, the more I stretch and I practice my gift and my craft, the stronger it becomes, right? The easier it becomes. It's also something that I have to say for those who have cards and they try to read messages for themselves. It's quite natural to struggle reading yourself, right? Struggle or find it challenging to read yourself, because you are you. So you are in this situation, and it's easier for me to look at your situation. I'm not in it. I'm just an eye looking in. So I don't have any emotional attachment or connection to whatever you're going through. I see it as it is. It's either this or that or whatever, right? So it's easy for me to tell you. But when you're in it, when I am looking at my situation, there's emotions involved, there's sentiment involved, there is I have an investment in the situation, so it's a little challenging or a little harder for me to read for myself than others. So know that if you are reading for yourself, that's natural, that's normal. Lots of readers say that. This is why we have friends and family, right? It's the same thing as when you go and you talk to a friend or a family member about a situation that you're going through. You could be the greatest advisor in your group, in your peer group, in your circle, but sometimes you need to talk to an elder or a mentor or whomever, right? It's the same thing. So just bear that in mind, and don't be too hard on yourself, and don't feel like, oh, I can't get it, like when I just don't get it. The more you figure out how you receive messages, right? And that can only happen when you practice your craft. And for those who don't necessarily read cards, but you know, trusting your day-to-day intuition, like the more you listen to that voice, it might be a voice, it might be a feeling, you know, the hairs in the back of your neck might stand up. However you receive your messages, the more you practice listening to it or not listening to it, and you pay attention to the outcome of the situation. So you journal, okay, so today the hairs in the back of my neck stood up, and when I was about to cross the road, but I still crossed the road anyways, and stepped into a pothole and broke the heel of my shoe, right? And then the next time you feel that same feeling and you do the opposite of what you were going to do, and it worked out in your favor, then you know that when the hairs in the back of my neck stand up, that's a message, right? So the more you practice, the more you pay attention to synchronicities and breadcrumbs and whatever, the more you're able to strengthen your intuition, because now you know how you receive messages. Now you know what's your language, right? What's your intuitive language? So yeah, paying attention to moon cycles, connecting to the moon, looking at the moon, breathing in the moon. That's a great way to hone your intuition as well. On Mondays, practice your, if you practice divination, practice your style of divination. I don't know, journaling dreams is another way as well to practice, to hone your intuition. But Mondays is ruled by the moon, so Mondays is a great time to tap into your intuition, to strengthen, to work on, to connect to, right, your intuition. So yeah, I don't really think I have a process. I just am, right? I really am, just am. I'm just amming, if that makes sense. But yeah, those are some ways. Dancing is a great way as well. Like, honestly, when I read, I just feel like I'm talking. And honestly, a lot of the times I am thinking to myself, I probably don't make no sense. I probably just chatting foolishness. This probably don't make no sense to nobody. And so when y'all make y'all's comments, or when a client comes back to me and says, oh my gosh, or something I say happens, I am shocked, just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, but y'all's comments is what keeps me. Sometimes I'm like, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I just wasting my time. But then y'all make y'all's comments, drop y'all's comments, and I'm like, okay, wow, so I'm onto something here. And again, the older I get, the more sharper I'm getting. My dreams, I realize my dreams are actually, a lot of the times, my dreams are visions. But that's something that came over time, right? So yeah, Tamara, I hope I answered your question. What is your process for heightening your intuition? in order to read the cards accurately. A lot of the times it's just the more you practice, the more you will figure out what your specific language with the cards are. And this is why I say I'm not really a tarot reader, because I don't always follow the system. There's a specific language between me and my guides that when I see certain cards, I know what that means, or I can look at the cards and see a story, right? So, and that takes practice. It's just a matter of practice. All right, so those are my questions. I can't get questions from y'all, unfortunately. That's a bummer. I was really enjoying the interaction with you guys. How about we meet here again next Sunday? Could be another Q&A, could be another topic. I don't know, talking about if you all want me to discuss a specific topic or whatever the case may be. But I feel like Sundays is a day that we could like hang out and engage. Thank you so much for being here, my loves. I'm actually going to pull a card before we go. So I'm going to pull a tarot card. I have the Deviant Moon deck and I have the Moonology deck. Before I go, I want to say, let's do some housekeeping. If you are interested in connecting with me for a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. I'm trying to remember if I have anything in the description box. I think I do. All right. My website is themoongoddess.com. The Moon Goddess has 3 S's on the end.com. You can book your services. You can shop for merchandise. All of my official social links are on my website. So at any point, if you are in doubt about who's real from who's not, which is my Instagram from what's not, just go onto my website and you will see. I now have it set up that when you click the link on Instagram, when I say go check out y'all's latest videos, it's very easy to see the videos now because I have a link at the top of my homepage. It will take you right on to my YouTube. You don't even need to leave my website because everything from YouTube is on my website. My website is now like a hub. If you're interested in private readings, private lives, private Discord chat, you can join my Patreon. That link is down below as well. I think that's it. I have 2022 energy reports available, sessions available. You can book that on my website as well. All right, so I have the Deviant Moon deck. I'm going to pull a card, and the Moonology deck. And let's see what else comes through. More people have come in, and I can't talk to you, and I can't say hello to you. If you've just come into the room, we had a bit of a glitch, and now my live chat has gone, but apparently y'all can still see and hear me, so I'm gonna carry on with the live. If y'all feeling this whole Sunday vibe thing, let me know. Drop a comment if y'all feeling it. All right, spirit guides, assist me in assist me in connecting to the collective. And I started to cough, and look at what was the card. 7 of Swords. Assist me in connecting if somebody's ex pops up. I just saw the 2 of Cups on the other side of that 7 of Swords. So if somebody's ex pops up, don't do it, 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 don't do it. Are we in Venus retrograde already? Or is that in a couple days? I think from the 19th, or has it started already? I don't remember. All right, spirit guys. Assist me in connecting to the collective. What message do you have for them? A nice, quick, short message. Do some lap work here. What's the message for my people? Just give me one card for the energy for today. What should they be mindful of? What should they be mindful of, Spirit Guides? Give me one card, please. Thank you. Wow. Queen of Wands, and the moon is in Aries. This is fire. And the moon is in a fire sign. What? The Queen of Wands. All right, loves. So this is time for you to be confident. All right? Trust yourself. This is the most sensual, sexy queen in the deck. So if you find yourself doubting if you find that you're doubting yourself, your confidence, like, you got to know that you are this queen. She's dynamic, she's passionate, she's a go-getter, she is no wallflower. She is to be seen, she's to be heard. She stands there in her energy, in her own power, right? So this is the energy that you need to be embodying. The moon being in Aries, you might find yourself feeling very ready to go, because remember, Aries is one of the cardinal signs, and they're the initiators of the zodiac, and Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. So Aries is very much about, I'm here, I have this idea, I'm gonna go after it, it's like charge, go forward, right? What do y'all have to share, to shine, to show? What are you being driven by? What do you feel passionate about? What makes you feel confident? What makes you feel strong? All right, let's see what's at the bottom. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. What do you feel, what makes you feel passionate? What makes you feel strong? For some of you, it's like some kind of feeling. It could be new love. It could be a recharge, a resurrection of love. Feeling healed, feeling... And we just came out of the moon in Pisces, right? So when the moon is in Pisces, some people might feel quite in their emotions. They might feel quite weepy, you know, sad, or very much in their feelings. They tend to go deep. You start to, like, maybe your dreams are a little bit like strong dreams. And now the moon is in Aries, and now you feel like, oh, you woke up today and you feel like, oh yeah, I feel like good. You know, I feel fresh. So it could be that as well. I see top of the deck, the King of Swords. Okay. So when I was saying if an ex should pop up, don't do it. I saw the King of Swords. All right, so Queen of Wands, King of Swords. Very clear in your mind, very focused and driven type of energy yet again. All right, there's a renewal here. Let me see what's at the heart. The World. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This little reading is very cute. I'm loving this energy. So this is like, y'all really feeling yourselves. The King of Pentacles is under that. Y'all definitely feeling yourselves. So whatever you feel confident and driven by, go forth. Claim it as yours. Look, there's that Seven of Swords on the other side of the world. So you could either step fully into your power. Notice she's looking at this way. She's not looking at the past. This is the past. So you can either go fully into your power and claim what's yours. Because this is money. This is tangibles. This is assets. This is feeling solid and stable. Or you could go backwards and cut off your nose to spite your face, and we ain't doing that, right? We don't got time to go backwards. Stay fixed. There's some kind of completion here, some kind of, I don't know, feeling like the world is your oyster. I'm telling y'all, this Queen of Wands, There's this confidence here, and even if you don't feel it now, that's something that you can hone. That's something that you can work on. Affirm it for yourself. Write it, journal it, write it over and over. I am, I am, I am. Aries is the I am. So today, write your affirmations. Speak your affirmations. Go in the mirror and speak your affirmations. You are this queen. Use the King of Swords energy to be focused, to be clear in your direction, to be clear in your words as well, to be full of integrity. Speak only what you mean. And wherever you might have been holding back yourself at your own detriment, it's time to be very clear in where you stand and how you feel. All right, under this Ace of Cups is the Justice card. I mean, come on now. This reading, small, short, and sweet, but powerful. Do y'all have something to say? Is there somebody on your heart that you want to go forward and say, well, you know, I actually kind of think you're cute. Maybe y'all feeling that today's the day to say it? Or somebody coming forward to say that to you? For some of y'all that are running away from social media or being seen, maybe today's the day to go forth with confidence. Okay, we'll get one moon card and then I'm going to wrap up this live. It's such a shame that the chat is not working. It's such a shame. But everything for a reason, right? I just saw expect powerful change. Oh wait, no, it's changed now. Win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. That's not what I meant to show y'all, but you just saw the Justice card, right? Which is Libra's energy. All right, Spirit guys, give me one final message for my loves before we wrap up the live. Thank you. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Wow. I'm telling you all, this Ace of Cups energy, whatever you put in is coming back to you with this Justice card here. The Two of Wands is there at the top. So is it some of you are being put in a position where you can pick and choose now. Before you had to take things as they came, but now you are. The world is yours. Whose world is this? Let's see at the bottom, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn, more earth energy. What? Top of the deck, a new start is coming. New moon. I'm ready to throw these cards out through the window. This reading is amazing. What's at the heart of the matter for my love spirit guides? Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. And with that, you are good enough is under that card. Full moon in Virgo. And look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius on the other side. My loves, it was lovely to be here with y'all, to spend my Sunday evening with y'all. Again, sorry, the glitch. Why? What happened? I have no idea why. I can't chat to y'all. Y'all can't chat to me. But thank you for sticking it out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for y'all's questions. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's do this again. If I get enough comments to say, okay, if you're feeling the Sunday vibe, you never know. Maybe next Sunday I'll be here again. Videos will be coming this week. The schedule will be a little off because I was live all last week, so I didn't have time to record any videos, but I'm going to figure out how I can put out some videos for y'all this week. They'll probably be very short videos, like maybe 5-minute snippets for each sign, but still want to keep the channel going, right? All right, my loves. So have a beautiful Sunday. Thanks again for being here. Thank you for all y'all's love always. Much love. Take care, my loves. Bye-bye.